Natural resources of diamonds, gold and coal form the basis of South Africa's wealth. 60 million tons of coal are produced each year. This is more than is required domestically, and the surplus is exported. Necessary. The shallow Richards Bay Lagoon was chosen as the location of the new harbour. Richards Bay is on the east coast of South Africa, 150 kilometres north of Durban. The lagoon is 7 kilometres long and 4.5 kilometres wide. Animals, which can only be seen in zoos in Europe, live here in their natural state. Became reality. Following an international tender competition, the construction contract was awarded to RB6 Consortium, a joint venture between 6 European construction companies. The client is the South African Railways and Harbour Administration. 2 years have passed since the contract was let. The appearance of the lagoon has already been considerably altered by the initial operations. When the harbour is finally in service, a large town will form here. At the moment, however, Richards Bay still only comprises a few houses, and only light aircraft can land on a grass runway. Using suction dredgers, 20 hectares of land were reclaimed to provide space for the central site installations, which include concrete mixing plant, steel bending yard, carpenter shop, laboratories and precast concrete yard. The main site office was also built on the reclaimed area. The site installations were erected in 8 months. The workshops service vehicles and equipment worth £7.5 million. It was also necessary to construct this service quay for the dredging fleet. The spare parts store matches the amount of plant and equipment on site, with supplies ranging from washers to marine engines. Overall layout. This is where the berm wall will be formed with hydraulic fill. A tidal control structure will regulate the difference in water levels between the harbour and the rest of the lagoon. A cutting through the sand dunes provides an outlet to the ocean. The harbour entrance is protected by 2 breakwaters with a total length of 2,400 metres. The initial development stage also includes the construction of 2 quay walls, 800 and 1,400 metres long, with a height of 30 metres above foundation level. A small harbour for coasters and service craft will also be built. And this is how it looks in practice. Large quantities of stone are required for the breakwaters and concrete aggregates. 30 semi-trailers are used to transport this material to site from the quarry, which is located 40 kilometres away. During the 4-year construction period, 2.5 million tons of stone will be taken from this quarry. This means a total haulage of 100 million ton kilometres between the quarry and the site. Local Zulus were trained to drive the lorries. Kilometres of access roads had to be specially built. At the roots of the breakwaters, there are intermediate stockpiles of stone. From here, the stone is loaded into skips. Special flat trailers with 70 tons capacity carry the skips along the breakwaters. The trailers have tow bars at both ends and can be pulled in two directions without having to turn around. For the breakwater construction, heavy-duty cranes with large working radii are employed. The cranes sit on the breakwater capping and work forwards, placing the stone. Owing to heavy seas, bottom dump barges could not be used to place the stone. Even when there's no wind, as here, the swell is so strong as to prohibit the use of floating plants. At 60-metre radius, the Manitowok cranes can still lift 35 tons. This lifting capacity is necessary since the maximum base width at the head of the breakwaters is 120 metres. An electromechanical location chart shows the crane driver the position of the load. $58,000 tons of stone are placed each month. The actual placing rate has to be higher to make up for time lost through bad weather and heavy seas. This is a cross-section of the breakwater. The southern breakwater is 1,400 metres long and has a height of 23 metres above the seabed. The northern breakwater is similar to the southern. The capping is concreted in 10-metre long sections. The heavy steel formwork enables the crane to travel over the still green concrete. Skips are also used for placing concrete. The whole contents of a mixer lorry can be placed in one go.